Hello, everybody.
Afternoon, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, the Americans. It's getting good. It's getting really good.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I assumed the whole time, right, all through the illness they had, that it wasn't the glanders. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it felt
I
weird
thought
because
he was poisoned.
I did too. Like,
Yeah.
we never actually saw the vial or anything, so I'm like, I don't think this is it. But with the doctor that was there treating him and everything,
Yeah.
um, maybe it was.
And
Maybe it
it could
just
have
was.
been.
Yeah,
Because I was suspicious of it even up until the end when he's like, "I'm gonna make some tea." I was
yeah.
like, "Don't make the tea."
Right,
Yeah.
and it may still be, but I'm like, if it is, we haven't gotten close to paying that off yet.
No, we have not. But that's why I like this season is because it's doing the same thing it's always done. It's taking storylines and it's connecting them to the next episode.
We're not rushing it.
Not rushing it though,
Yeah.
and they're fleshing things out more. Also, Nina going away,
It-
so brutal.
It was brutal, but it was so well done. You know
Very
what I
well
mean?
done. Very well done.
They tuck it at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
It's never really sold to you as a major possibility, right?
It was
Like, it wasn't
shocking.
Yeah, it wasn't telegraphed.
No.
I think it became pretty clear early on that them walking at her and the other guy walking out to an airplane in the sunlight with the tickets.
Yeah.
It was like, this isn't real. This is a dream or
Yeah.
whatever. But I didn't think that was leading us into the opposite end of her execution.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna be shot as soon as they leave," you know. And then I was like, "Okay, it's a dream, cool." Like
Right.
they're not gonna do that, you know. And
I took the freaking guy at his word. He's like, "We're transferring you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, and even when the guy read her sentence, like, "You're going to be executed shortly," I was like, "Okay, so what's going to happen in the amount of time of shortly when Oleg's
Yeah.
going to Oleg and his dad are going to do something bureaucratic to save her?"
Uh-huh.
No, shortly meant right now.
Yeah.
You know,
and we've just seen her get out of so many different situations to where I didn't even think it was a possibility.
right?
You know, I was like, "Oh, she could die the last season," but no, like it was brutal. And
I want to know what the aftermath is because one, they told us in the episode, right? Oleg's dad says, if anything happens to her, I will find out. They will tell me.
Yeah.
So he's gonna know. His dad's gonna know, which means I think it's a safe bet. Oleg's gonna know, which means there's a real possibility that Stan's gonna know.
yeah,
If Stan and Oleg are still gonna be in cahoots on something. And-
Oleg said if he'll stay there in Russia,
right.
if his dad helps her.
But he didn't.
He didn't do it.
Right. So maybe he was going to, but this happened too fast. Maybe he never was going to.
Do you think he was in on it anyway? You think he was like, "Oh, we'll just tell him that she's alive or she's out somewhere," you know, and then he finds out down the road.
It's possible that his
Yeah.
dad's like, yeah, by the way, she's fine, and we moved her to wherever.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like you might be right, but I still feel like there's no way Oleg doesn't find out.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
I don't think Nina's story ending is a subplot. Right?
Sure,
I
it's gonna have ramifications.
exactly, and I feel like not only is Oleg going to find out at some point, maybe not till season 5,
Sure.
right? We don't know if it's going to be immediate that he finds out. He may try to contact her and find out later and realize his dad was lying.
And that's what gets him to turn heel.
And that
Or not
yeah,
turn heel, but like turn to the Americans.
I don't know about Turn to the Americans, but at least get revenge on that.
Sure.
But
Well, his arc has been so interesting though. Like,
yeah, he's hard to follow about what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I didn't trust him at first at all.
no, of course not.
But like for anybody, like this guy just seems out for himself.
Yeah.
And Stan kind of is too, which makes him kind of loose cannony.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I feel like if Oleg and Stan both know what happened to her, that the Americans had a chance to trade for her and didn't, and that the Soviets went ahead and executed her, which puts them on both countries on bad terms with these guys,
Yeah.
right? When it comes to Nina. There's no telling what they're going to do.
Either way,
you know?
I'm willing to bet she will be avenged.
Yeah, it's going to be something. Before we get started here, we want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here. I want to give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Foldes, Chris, Jeff, NJ, and Suri Gondavarapu. Thank you so much, guys. We are really, really happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you might hit the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show we're watching, including The Americans, we are at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So if you get done watching the YouTube edits and want to keep going, you can do it on our Patreon. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You will only see and hear us for copyright purposes.
Yeah.
We are also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
It would be really helpful if I could discuss a few things with you beforehand.
How does she become one of the most interesting characters in the show?
I didn't expect it.
Right?
I just thought she was a mark that was going to
Yeah.
be around for a season.
And now I'm like, please give us Martha.
Yeah, I love Martha.
Doesn't look like her house.
No, it doesn't, does it? It's much less
But
homey.
it's gotta be
Yeah.
Clark's place.
Gotta be wondering how it came to this.
I know, right?
That's how good those spies are. They can get you uprooting your whole life.
A year ago, I was just on a date.
Yeah. I mean, really.
I am so sorry.
She had $1 every time he said that.
Tell her he thought he was sick and he's in quarantine. She doesn't even more details. That's it.
Where have you been for the last 2 days?
One of my colleagues, and
Me.
I had to deal with it.
Say I wasn't at home.
He was just asking me out.
What did he talk about?
Marriage, divorce, if I'm dating anyone.
He was fishing. But he's also interested, too.
Yeah.
And by the time I got home, I thought I was having a heart attack. Really.
Yeah, this isn't her world.
And I couldn't breathe, and I called my doctor, and he said I was having a panic attack. And he's prescribed me Valium.
Which she was taking it with wine.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Memorize this. And now you can always reach me.
Is that his home phone?
No.
Oh, it's the
yeah.
Got it.
His agency.
Maybe we should take a break. So much has been thrown at you, and maybe it's too much.
Yeah.
They did throw a lot at her.
To tell you everything, and that hasn't worked out so well. Wouldn't you agree?
Where were you?
I'm not answering you. Yeah.
This is enough.
I like that. Like, you're not in charge.
You have to draw the line.
Yeah. At some point, it's like, we tried telling you everything.
And it's not working.
It's
You're just paranoid all the time. You're freaking out about stuff. Like, let us handle it and you'll be all right.
Martha says they know extra copies have been made of the Xerox machine.
Anybody could have done that.
Yeah, but they're going to keep an eye on it now.
Yeah.
Do you have Hans checking to see if she's being followed?
Off and on.
Maybe we should put him on full time.
Yeah, Stan's going to show up at some point.
Yeah. He's already in her apartment.
Yeah.
He noticed we were gone, that we canceled Epcot last minute. Philip, you need to make up with him.
Yeah, you really have to. You really have to. The walls aren't closing in, but it's getting a little tight.
Kind of surprised Stan's ex isn't the one leading the charge on that.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Did she just not say anything?
Right?
Philip told her.
You find anything?
Date book, photographs, just family. And a Kama Sutra book.
Yeah.
So, okay,
She's getting down.
probably a guy.
Yeah.
And a gun, which I knew.
Yeah, didn't she practice there?
Yeah. The gun's not that big of a deal, though. She works
Right.
for the government. She's
Yeah.
a single lady.
You will be the only white lady who knows how to make sundubuchige.
I love her.
Oh, I was like, I couldn't tell who the funeral's for. It's Nina's.
Yeah. I'm surprised that she got one like this, you know? I don't know enough about this situation
Right.
to be an expert on it, but at least she
They're
can
people. They're not animals. They let her have a
Have,
funeral.
at least she can have that, you know?
Yeah.
Let me jump a little bit to
I actually jumped at that, yeah, because it was off screen.
You, the American people, have sent a signal to these young people that it is once again an honor to wear the uniform.
I was just laughing.
Henry, 5 more minutes on that thing, then bed, all right?
I'm not gonna fall asleep anyway.
So stare at the ceiling for 8 hours, then you can eat breakfast.
Yeah. It's like the kid answer on why can't I play video games all night? I'm not going to sleep anyway.
What are you gonna say?
We'll just see where we are.
And we'll tell you everything when we get back. Okay?
make them an offer he can't refuse.
So, Alice, I hear you have a big mouth.
Yeah, they're nervous. Look at that.
They should be.
They gave me a warning. We left the mission in the middle of the night, my entire church. Later, we heard the death squads came.
Oh my God.
Interesting choice to bring a priest. Yeah.
Good angle.
We're not saying our government doesn't do bad things. Do people get hurt? Probably.
But not because of us.
Oh my God.
Your country pays for the death squads. But these people, they protect us. Without them, I would not be here.
I wonder if that's true or if this guy's
I don't
in there planning it. Yeah.
Definitely just some guy that works for the agency. I don't know. No way it's a priest.
You think that guy's really a priest?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something the agency got to do that.
We told him about some of the good things that we're doing around the world, specific things.
They both have a huge body count.
I know. Like,
yeah.
Episode 1 last season. Headshot.
He needs to feel like you still trust him.
It's important that you make up with him.
I need you to work, Pastor Tim.
Literally, yeah. She's in it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Paige isn't dumb, guys.
Yeah.
He really cares about you, Paige.
Like, yeah.
Сложно сказать, что она сделала, что не сделала. Просто так, Олег, никого не казнят.
It was pretty small what she
It was
did.
pretty small. So he's not going to be as...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys are not going to be on the same page here.
He's upset about it, obviously, still, I think. Yeah.
So basically, the only person he's going to be able to talk to about it is going to sympathize is Stan.
Oh, it's going to wreck Stan.
Yeah.
Stan's got his plate full right now with the Martin thing, though.
Yeah.
Hans. Booby. You know, I was thinking. So all Stan knows is that she's having an affair with a married man. If he catches her with Philip, then, I mean, there you go.
Right.
He doesn't suspect Philip of being his
That's true. Yeah. Go faster, man.
Should have had the wig on.
Okay. Why, all traces of Clark are gone.
Yeah. Smart.
That's a good shot right there.
He's none the wiser.
No.
I'm supposed to tell you I forgive you.
Oh my God, that is not a good sales pitch.
Why do you think your parents would want that?
Apparently they like you. They said you're a good guy. We're on the same side.
Oh wow, she's working her own angle here.
Yeah.
You're all so sure about what I'm supposed to feel and what I'm supposed to do, but then you just do whatever you want.
Speaking of adult.
It happened so fast. There were other cars. I was a block away. I caught it, but then it was turning the corner.
It's okay. It's okay. It's hard.
He's done a good job. I didn't expect that after he killed that kid.
This is Martha.
Hello, Martha. Clark told me you might call. Are you calling from a payphone?
Yes.
Give me the number. He can call you there in 1 hour. Can you be there?
Yeah.
Man, payphones.
Yeah.
No more. Thank God. I always found them so gross, too.
They are gross. Saw some in Lindsborg.
Really?
I drove through one time.
No kidding.
I don't know if they work.
When do we see William again?
What makes you think he's going to see us after what happened?
I've known William a long time. He complains a lot.
Yeah.
Just remind him that he has been here for 25 years, having accomplished virtually nothing. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's still just jacked up.
What about the pastor and his wife?
I still don't think it bodes well for Pastor Tim and his wife in the end, honestly.
I don't know how they walk away completely clean when all this is, you know, all the dust settles.
No chance. Well, maybe there's a chance. I don't know. Who knows?
Nina's dead. They executed her a few days ago.
But I thought...
No, doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what anyone thinks.
That's true. They just did it.
Yeah. It was haunting. It really was.
Counterintelligence, they said this could happen.
She was great.
I want to team up with these two bringing a wrecking ball to things, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now my brother is killed. And they can't even say the name of the war he died in at his funeral.
I like these two agents realizing the Cold War is stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's awful.
I know I'm sorry there's a lot going on.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Are you okay?
No.
I think we should stick to Tuesday.
Well, then you've got to be there.
I will.
I think you're right. I think he does love her.
I think it's genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at her.
She saw it. She knows he's actually hurting over this, and that bothers her.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, face the other way, man. You're talking to your other woman.
I think you should stay at your other wife's house tonight.
That's right.
He was nice. And you're right. He cares about me.
This has all gotten so messy over the last 2 seasons, hasn't it? It's so messy.
It's a mess.
Hey.
I haven't seen this kid for
We
a
haven't seen Matthew.
while. Yeah.
He's still alive.
I don't know.
Yeah, he just got here, so.
Okay, yeah. So we'll hang out. I'll play a game.
So awkward.
Yeah.
So this is your new son now,
Yeah, right.
Dad?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, whoa. You're getting along with another kid better than me?
Nah, we're just boys.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they are showing Matthew's perspective of that, too. I've always wondered about that, you know?
Yeah.
Henry's at Stan's again. Seems like he's spending an awful lot of time there recently. I mean, why doesn't he see his friends?
He likes Stan.
Yeah.
Even if he is bored, I don't understand what's so fun over there, hanging around with a grown-up instead of finding kids his own age somewhere.
Maybe you should go over there and talk to him, Philip.
I know what Stan's work tonight is, too. His last second work.
Gabriel's not wrong. You got the one bad sign with Hans. Maybe that pans out, maybe it doesn't.
He wants Martha gone.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Let's send Martha to the FBI office with a camcorder on her shoulder.
Get right. Get one of those big brick cameras.
Yeah.
Philip. You hear from him?
Yes, but can I talk to you for a second?
You spread my gun.
I'm surprised they didn't go outside to have this conversation.
You would think,
instead
right?
of going in, yeah.
And the idea that my friend was talking to my wife, ex-wife, whatever.
I don't think it was that big a deal.
Yeah.
Because you're a good guy.
It's a murderer. Yeah.
Her, I'm not so sure about.
She thought maybe she'd been too hard on you.
It's his insecurities. It's the honest, you know, it's...
Who was the first non-human to win an Oscar?
Oh, that's
Rin Tin Tin.
easy. Lassie.
Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
I'll be back in the morning, all right?
Okay.
But don't stay up too late.
You got it.
I'll follow you out. Good to see you, Matthew.
You too, Mr. Jennings.
Pulling an all-nighter.
Heck yeah.
You know, that's the guy I fought with Gad, and I lost the Afghan task force list.
He's the one who took Martha out for dinner.
So they're watching Martha. They know. Yep.
Should we eat?
I'm not hungry.
I think he knows that Martha might not be long for this world now.
Yeah. It was still interesting, though. Like, the look on his face while that was happening, you could tell maybe as into it as she is. Just because of everything he's got going on.
Yeah,
You know?
it felt like a pressure release more than anything else there.
Yeah.
More than an intimacy.
Hence the needle drop.
Right. Yeah. I think, you know, I know we're about less than halfway through season 4 here-ish.
Yeah.
This
is episode 5.
I think that we're gonna, you know, we lost Nina last episode, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start seeing the departure of some other major characters here in the near future.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's been a while.
More so now than before, because we've always said, Martha's going. And somebody actually counted up the amount of times we said Nina was going to go.
Yeah, we were wrong about that all the time.
They're like, it's just so funny that, like, you guys were right, but, like, this is how long it took. I don't like that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not great at the predictions as far as the narrative goes.
But we tried, dang it.
Right. We knew Nina would go in season 1.
Yeah.
And if you know someone's going to die in season 1 and they don't die till season 4, you don't really know. Clearly, that is a miss. That is a
I mean, we
big
were certainly
fat miss.
shocked by it. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, my stomach had a pit in it.
That's what made the writing so great, right? Was because we've known for seasons that Nina probably wasn't going to have a happy ending.
Yeah.
And they still managed to surprise us with her ending, you know? Just well done, show.
As far as Martha goes, I don't really know when her departure will be, if it even does happen. You know, I mean, like, it's just the walls are closing in for sure, but I don't know. With the old leg thing, the Nina situation, maybe Stan takes his eye off the ball for a minute and they just kind of move away from the Martha storyline. I don't.
You have to move away from this. I mean, logistically, right? If you don't make Martha do anything else illegal, you can kind of drift away from her storyline.
Heat off her.
Right. But that also means she's going to have to understand that she's probably not going to see Clark for quite a while or ever.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. And then she would just be like a secretary in the office. You know? And it is really sad though, because she kind of feels like she's done as well. Her saying like, "Tell me on Tuesday you love me."
Yeah,
we'll see then. So I mean, who knows at this point? I mean, it's really up in the air. I mean, obviously, like you said, we're bad at predictions on all of our shows.
Yeah, well, which is a good thing. You're supposed to be bad at predictions.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
If the show is done well, it shouldn't be overly predictable. You and I, when we pick television shows for our channel, we pick shows we haven't seen.
Yep.
But the way we find those shows is we besides audience recommendations, is I'll get on Rotten Tomatoes and I look at no spoilers, I look at no trailers, I don't even look at casts.
Yep.
What I do when I get the name of a show is I look at the critic score and the audience score at the top.
Yeah.
Is it a good show? Is it a quality show? And do audiences respond well to it? Is it watchable? And that's it. And that's why we have so many of these. That's why all the shows we watch are
Movies
so
too.
good.
You know,
Yeah, for sure. And so it's like, none of these shows are predictable, but that's because we're finding quality shows to watch.
I love that.
And The Americans is a quality show for sure.
I love being pleasantly surprised with everything we do. A Good Place. I mean, even last week when we did Hitman on the channel, like I didn't see a trailer. You didn't see a trailer. We thought it was going to be something completely different.
I didn't even know Glenn Powell was in it.
Yeah,
I didn't know anything about it.
So I love the fact that we ask you guys, hey, what should we do? And then you guys pick this for us because it's so good. Like,
yeah, we go, like, when we look at shows, almost exclusively it's because we've gotten the name came up a lot, right? Dairy Girls is a show we watch because it was recommended a lot.
Phenomenal.
We're going to do Gilmore Girls in the future because it's been recommended so much.
The Wire,
Yeah, we're going to do The Wire because everyone in the world has told me for the last 10 years I'm an idiot for not watching The Wire yet.
And thank God you guys recommended The Americans. I don't think I ever would have watched it.
I wouldn't have either.
And not because I was like, why I wouldn't have, but it's just one of those things where on paper I was like, okay.
Well, it's just one of those shows on cable, that it's like, it's not old, so there's not like the West Wing nostalgia for it yet, right? Sure. But it's not brand new either, so it's not like jumping. Everyone except us, probably I think we're the only reactors on the planet who haven't watched Fallout.
We haven't
seen Fallout, and honestly, I thought about doing it, but I was like, every reactor on Earth is watching Fallout. I'd just be one more person screaming into the void.
Sure. Plus, with TV shows, I like it. Like, I didn't watch Breaking Bad until it was over.
I did. I watched that. Really? I watched the premiere on AMC.
Oh, that's cool.
It was. I was watching that when nobody knew what it was. I was like, watch this.
That must have been a real treat then. But like for me, I kind of like ingesting these shows all at once.
No, for sure. When we can do week to week to week, it is so much. It is a lot of fun to be like, when we start the show, it's already over.
And also,
there'll be no break. We're just going to run through it.
We're not doing any current shows really, and it's like I like the fact that because I think sometimes shows and movies get hyped up when they're new. And when you give it when years go by and the dust settles, it's like, okay, is this that good? Right. And when you watch it and it is that good, it's like, okay, cool, there's something here. This is actually a quality program, and this is no exception.
Yeah, the only show that's on currently, we did Ted Lasso while it was on, and I'm watching For All Mankind.
Yeah, that's still on.
Right.
I think,
but other than that,
a lot of people have suggested Severance, which I have no idea about that show. I think the second.
It's an Apple show, and it's Adam Scott. That's all I know about it. I don't even know what it's about. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think I knew that.
And I know like the second season's been coming. They've been waiting on it forever, so maybe down the road.
Sure.
But the point I'm trying to make here is that you guys pick some winners for us, and I'm so glad we're watching the show because it's incredible.
Yeah, but I'm with you though. This is a show I probably would have never have just sat down and streamed on my own. All right, thank you so much, guys. We will catch you on the next one.
See ya.